First, I'll say there is no athlete out there around the world, even if they have not actually trained or actually prepared for a competition, that wants to fail and go out to compete and don't win a medal. We all go out there with this aspiration that we're going to win, no matter how prepared we are. So it's just something we have naturally. But this year, I really wanted to do great. I already set goals for myself, the times and everything I wanted to run. But when I started the season, I was right on point, and I started getting sick. A lot of things were happening to me, and I went to one championship even with my hopes extremely high, and people, I called them in the in-house people, they knew what was going on with me, and they were just praying for me, standing by me, just go out and do your best. And I was really on top of it. And the final, even if I never mattered, the final was something that I was not even expecting at all, finishing 8th and even running 11.0. I didn't bank on running 11.0 this year. I started great, but after that I was already having issues with my leg, and there was nothing that my legs can handle other rounds. So I actually pulled out of the 200, and the African Games, there was no way I could do rounds. I went to Zurich, it was just one race, and there's so much energy actually doing rounds in a competition. So that was what the African Games were actually, what I would be doing at the African Games. So I told them, I don't want to go, and I told them, and people were making rumors, and even before, after I finished the World Championship, people were already saying maybe probably I tested positive on drugs. That's why I didn't even show up. It was really disappointing. It is not people from other countries that were saying it. It were the same people that I actually represent. So it's really disappointing for you to just come out. There was something I posted on Facebook. It's stupid journalism. So if you can actually just come out and say something, I don't think you're a journalist. You're just someone who is just a hater. I call them haters. You just come out from nowhere. You just start writing. It's disappointing. Even if you're not going to do it again, but they should stop doing things like that, because to me it's extremely depressing. But for who I am already, I know these are the things that actually comes. If you want to be a champion, you want to be on top of it, you get criticism. But some of them are way out of criticism. It's just evil comments. I am extremely driven by passion for what I do. I love sport. I love what I do, and what I do is I actually rate the people that actually do not support me, and the encouragement and support I get from the fans, which is extremely amazing. So my fans are fabulous, and that one I just take it, and the other ones I just throw on the side. So my fans, they actually keep me going. They inspire me a lot. So even if something, there have been times I really wanted to give up on myself, but honestly I've come too far for these people, and I just stay there. So my passion has driven me a lot. So when the passion, actually, that's why most time when I tell people, if you really want to do this, be driven by passion. Because even if you're having a downtime, and if you just sit down and think about the love and the passion that you have for what you do, there is nothing that can make you quit. No matter how hard it is, you can't really quit. I'm actually preparing very well, even if I did not achieve the goals that I wanted to. And I know there were a lot of things that actually hindered me this year. My health was on top of it so bad, there was nothing I could do. There was some time this year I actually wanted to shut my season down, but I had people tell me, don't shut it down, you've come too far. So I actually finished. But next year is something I'm actually looking forward to. It's going to be my third Olympics. So Rio is something I've been looking forward to. Olympics is is a big game for every single athlete, for our profiles and everything that we're doing, everything that we represent. So every preparation that we've been doing, even for since after 2012, has been leading to Rio. So that's me. It's actually on top of my how do you call it? My priorities right now. Yes, it's actually on top of my priority list. So I'm actually looking forward to it. I just want to stay as healthy as I can, take care of the things that I really need to take care of, my health, mental state, and everything, and just make sure I'm ready when August shows up.
All right.
Ready when August shows up. Okay, we'll definitely be waiting and watching.
Okay, all right. Blessing Okagbare answering all the questions there, telling you everything you need to know.
So
all right.
You don't need to add anything again.
No. I mean, that's why we're not saying anything.
Better.
She answered all the questions.
Got some tweets, birds.
Okay. Let's see if we can quickly read some tweets before we introduce our guest on the show. Bolaniwa Abdullah Kim is saying that the loss against Croatia is a blessing. It makes the lads know that they need to be hungry for victory. So that's coming from Bolaniwa Abdullah Kim. I'm thinking maybe some of our slides, some of our tweets also will come up on screen, but a lot of reactions to the Golden Eaglets and their next round of matches at the FIFA Under 17 World Cup. All right, let me quickly introduce, a friend of the house, a brother in the sports fraternity, Chinazia Boye of City FM. Doesn't like us saying this, but we're going to say it anyway. Head of sports. Chinazia, it's good to have you with us this morning.
It's good to be here. Always a pleasure. You guys.
All right. So,
let's start looking at the paper straight away.
What has got you talking?
Sports day?
Well, of course, everything. Packed weekend. Definitely not just football. Formula One. Lewis Hamilton winning the World Championship.
Yeah.
Rugby World Cup finals. We know the teams that were playing.
South Africa
Australia,
weren't able to do it on this.
Yeah. Ever had a meeting in the Rugby World Cup final. So fantastic things happening. Diego Maradona was there, but he couldn't inspire the Argentines to victory against the Australians. Australians were just too powerful for them. Well, let's start with something, of course, the home-based league, which you guys have talked extensively about them, but it's a good thing. Remember, this is just the second time we're qualifying for this tournament, and I'm quite happy. The first time we qualified for the tournament, we did well. We went
got a bronze,
and we ended up with a bronze medal. So now going for the competition again this time around, I'm just hoping we might go one better. But what really surprises me about this competition is the fact that the likes of Egypt, where we know that, in fact, when it comes to the national teams, talking about the A teams, the first team, a country like Egypt, most of the players are home-based. And it now comes to the CHAN tournament, the Egyptians are not there. It's kind of worrying. I don't understand. Is it a
case of priority?
Yes, that's what I'm going to say. Is it that most of the elite players who play for these clubs, like Al Ahly and Zamalek and the rest of them, they don't really participate when it comes to this competition because they know they're already first teamers when it comes to the national side, and maybe they allow other less established players to try and get shirts in this particular team. But good one for the CHAN Eagles going to Ouagadougou, getting a draw, a goalless draw. It could have been anything, but I think we should have buried that game, buried the tie rather in Port Harcourt. Yeah. But thankfully, we were able to scale through. So that's it for the CHAN Eagles. The under-17 team. Fantastic. They got a situation of reminiscence of France '98. If you remember when we were top of our group after the second game, and we already won the group. Yeah, we had to play Paraguay, and we lost that game. And
the second side scored first.
We lost that game, and we still topped the group. We went on to face Denmark. I just hope that in the second round, this time around against Australia, it will.
Okay, can you move on to the next? Because I don't like that storyline at all. Move on to the next.
It will be totally
what
different.
got you talking there?
Okay, something that got me talking is David Moyes' tips for Aston Villa. We saw what happened over the weekend where that man was sacked. He had it coming, Tim Sherwood.
Second time in.
Why would he switch off his phone after losing? Because he was expecting it, right?
It's been just hovering over his head, and
for some time
apparently
he was waiting for it.
He was waiting.
So he didn't want to get an SMS.
I call it, let me talk like Meriho. He's not in the caliber of coaches that can do anything and not get sacked. Talking about Arsene Wenger, you can lose as much games as you want, and you have a job. But unfortunately for Tim Sherwood, he's gone. We heard David Moyes might be coming back.
Dwight York also says he's interested.
Remember, Dwight York was he went to Manchester United from Aston Villa. He actually had a good time while he was playing for Aston Villa. So that got me talking, and I think but David Moyes, just as he's been linked to this job, he has a fantastic game over the weekend, beating, getting a 4-0 victory with Real Sociedad. So he's showing you that.
Still keep him on the job for a while.
I don't have a problem with David Moyes. I just think that he shouldn't be managing a top side.
Aston Villa definitely is not the top side, so
that's what I'm
that
saying.
suits
So
him.
he can actually come to Aston Villa and turn them around, just the way he did with Everton. Remember how he made Everton go from where they were when he came into where they are right now. So I think David Moyes is a good one. Lewandowski also in police net from a sports day. It's because of celebrations on the pitch, and he was drinking. He was drinking champagne. So the police they are
1,000
talking. Scoring goals for fun. But not just Lewandowski. Also, nobody talks about him. He's African. Aubameyang. He's also scoring. He's setting records. He's setting records in Germany. He scored in the first 10 fixtures in the Bundesliga. Nobody has done that, and everything is all the focus is on Lewandowski.
Because he's playing for Bayern.
They both have 13 goals already in 10 games this season. So come on, I think we should also give Aubameyang some mention.
Credit. Okay.